as we get ready for kickoff here.
So some guys have to step up. They're lacking some experience there. But head coach Mac Brown said everyone's bragging on this offense. He wants to make sure they don't get complacent. Coaches pointed out Georgia State held South Carolina.
What's going on, Mike?
14 on third down, guys.
Hope you're doing all right today.
Penalty flag of the game on a pass that's incomplete, but it looks like some interference from this Georgia State secondary.
All right, one more time.
Defense number 20. Automatic first down.
Coach Gary back in the house. G Daddy Media, welcome.
Super senior who actually intercepted Spencer Rattler of South Carolina.
Yes, sir. Let's go Heels. Heels are 2-0 right now. Playing some teams that you would not think that are as strong as they are, but they've I guess at least let us know that we need to work. We definitely need to work. Florida A&M came out and gave us a little game there, especially in the first half, and definitely last week with Appalachian State. But Appalachian State has been a decent team here going on for the last decade. I still think we have some questions in that defensive backfield that we need to work on. We may not have focused on that last week because of all the points that were scored. However, we did score some points. So maybe we can hang our hat on that and then try to improve this defense. But you never know what might happen here. Georgia State lost to South Carolina last weekend. I think it was 14-35, if I'm not mistaken. However, two of South Carolina's scores were by punt blocks. So if Georgia State doesn't give up those punt blocks, because I know one of them, I think both of them equaled in scores. One of them was a block pickup and scored just like that. The game is a lot closer, so Carolina can't take for granted that they're just going to come up here to Atlanta or go up there to Atlanta or go down there to Atlanta and just walk on that field and win because they got on Carolina blue. Heck, Georgia State's got on dark blue, that Duke blue. And as we speak, there's a tackle almost in the backfield, but I think we get the first down anyway. Ball is snapped. It's a run, and Petaway gets about to the line of scrimmage where he's taking down Petaway, number 23 for Carolina. Looked good last game for me. He's got some speed coming out of that backfield. I looked at the depth chart yesterday, and Hood is like way down. Like I think it's like 5 running backs, and he's number 4. May rolls out. He's going to have to keep it again. And he goes down behind the line of scrimmage. The game has just started. It's 12 minutes and 16 seconds. Oh yeah, Mike, my bad. Yeah, man, my family's doing great. How about yours? I'm out running around. I'm tuned into your channel. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. All right, Carolina still has the ball, but it's 3rd and 11. Gonna have to pass this one. 3 receivers to the right. They snap it. Little pressure. He finds a man. He's still open. That's Morales, number 88. Good to see that big man get one. I've always thought, especially last year, that he had some talent. Things just didn't go his way. Things didn't go his way when the ball was thrown to him. When he did catch it, and he could make a couple of moves, and right there, he showed the speed, man. And Drake May put it right on him, and they weren't going to catch him. That big tight end, number 88, he runs sort of like a wide out. He stays healthy. He's going to be I think he'll be a decent pro. Carolina goes for the field goal. PAT, excuse me, and it's good. So the score is now 7-0 with 11 minutes and 36 seconds left in this one.
It's a 55-yard hookup with his tight end.
Yeah, I'm always excited at the beginning of the year, you know, for a new season. And but like I said, we got a little bit of straightening we're going to have to do on that defensive, in the defensive backfield.
Hey, I know. Everybody's saying new DQ Fall Blizzard menu featuring pumpkin pie, new cinnamon roll centers, and more. That one is hilarious.
Other than that, we look pretty decent on offense. Drake May is doing well at quarterback. I don't like him running as much as I see him running, but I guess that's part of Carolina football. I mean, I hated Sam running. I hate our quarterback running as much as he did last year, but that's how it was. All right, I always cringed when he ran, but you know, he was a runner. He was a runner, and that was that gave us options, you know. So, oh guys, I just noticed I got on my Nike shirt. I'm gonna have to take this. I'm gonna take this off. Put my Carolina shirt on when I get a chance. Oh, that's what's up, Michael. You gonna be at the Panthers game tomorrow? Hey, that's nice. It's supposed to be pretty decent weather tomorrow. Supposed to be sunny after all this rain today. So that'll be great. And we got the Browns. I cannot. Baker Mayfield's old team. We got the Browns coming there, so you know he wants to do good. As far as the controversy of him saying what they said he said, you know, I don't know about all that. I don't know why he would say that publicly, you know, just to get those boys from Cleveland more pumped up to come down there and play against them. And you know they're gonna be ready to play and go all out on him anyway, because Sam, calling him Sam, because Baker is a guy that will speak his mind. So you know he spoke his mind up in Cleveland. You know, even in practice, you'll probably talk a little junk to the fella. So, but as far as him coming out and saying that publicly, I don't know. I don't know. I think that was something he and the lady might have said, sort of in private or as passing. You know, hey Baker, you gonna them guys up? And he was like, yeah, I got him. And then she put it out there. I'm not sure, but anyway, I think it should be a good one tomorrow. I can't wait. You guys check me out. What's up? Darth Gillis in the house. All the Carolina boys coming out. I hope Baker smacks. Hey, I do too. All right, Carolina kicks off. It goes to the end zone. Georgia State will get this on the 25-yard line. I'm a Steelers fan, so you know I hope the Browns lose. What a organization. Boy. Yeah, Michael. I'm feeling some kind of way that you're gonna be at the game, and I'm not. Nah, I'm just joking. I should have had my ticket to be right there, but I'm on the mission right here. I'm on the mission. to get this 1,000. Georgia State gets the ball in 25. They hand it off. They get about 3 yards on that carry. Yeah, it's definitely personal for Mayfield.
Do you think that's a factor here today?
I think so. I mean, hopefully, Georgia State can pull some juice out of that. And for North Carolina,
Hey,
just can't come here flat.
you're not the only one worried, man. I hope we see some improvements right here. This Granger kid is a kid that he's multifaceted too. He can he'll throw it, but he can run. He can run the ball too. I think we saw that a little bit last year. Yeah, I'd like to see what we worked on this week in practice with this defensive backfield. All right, we got an injury here. Big number 79, 6'3", 305, Montavious Cunningham. He's coming off the field. Looks like he's going to be all right for Georgia State. Michael, I'm a Giants fan, but I love my home team, Panthers too. Yeah, I hear that. Well, I can't say all that. Well, you guys know, I was a Cowboys fan. I still watch them, still cheer for them. If they're not playing, my Panthers, I want to see them do well because that was my childhood team. But I definitely got to cheer for the hometown. That's my team, 100%. All right, good tackle out there by number 23 defensively. Georgia State sends a man in motion to the left. Quarterback drops back, sort of rolls out. Now he's got to put it down and run. Carolina, they stop him short of the first down, so it's going to be about 3rd and 1. Actually, if that was 3rd and 4, then this is going to be 4th and 1. And Georgia State wisely sends on the punt team. Watch the fake, baby. Watch the fake. They are at home. You never know. 4th and 1. But that's a long one. They'll go ahead and punt that. They're on their own 35-yard line. And there's a flag on the field. False start, so they'll definitely punt this one. All right, looks like I'm not going to be able to have any stats or anything on here for a while. Probably because of the weather. Let's see. Do I get anything? No, I can't get anything. So maybe it'll show up later. Maybe it'll show up. Maybe stats will show up later because I have nothing. So, all right, Georgia State gets the punt off. A great punt. It is caught. And number 9, I think it is, for Carolina. He returns that for about 10 yards. That punter has a leg. All right, got another timeout. So we got another timeout, and as you can see right here, well, as you can see right here, I would be talking about, well, later on the stats, and maybe that information will pop up later. So I guess I'm gonna have to talk to you guys during the timeouts and stuff like that, which is no problem. Got a little rain here today, so I'm watching this in less than high definition, but as long as I can see it, that's what's up. It is 7-0 Carolina. Had a little trouble with Georgia State there. Well, Georgia State made some good plays, but Carolina finally ended up hitting Big Morales. Drake May did for a touchdown. Heck, Big man probably ran at least 40 yards. And like I said, I like Morales. Just we haven't been able to get him the ball in space where he can make something happen, and that that time he did. He turned on the afterburner. Has deceptive speed for a big guy. Number 88, that is. If I was a game, if I was Gene, I would have that defense running until they feel no excuse for playing as bad as they did on defense last week. You're right. You're right. Hey, Darth, and a lot of it was missed tackles. I referred to that a lot this week in my practice. I don't know if you know, but last year I retired, and then I can't. But this year I'm coming back. I've come back now. I'm an assistant coach at the middle school, and man, I referred to Carolina at least 3 or 4 times. How we missed so many tackles last week. Now the defensive backfield wasn't great, but man, we missed a lot of tackles that they broke last week. So I talked about that a lot. Come on, what's going on here? Let's go now. All right, Carolina runs that one. It's 2nd and 9. Carolina picked up about 4 yards. You're right, terrible tackling. Simply football. You're taught early. Yeah, we didn't play fundamental football last week defensively. Drake Mays under pressure. He gets away right back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, Georgia State's like, hey, we're gonna bring it, guys. We're gonna bring it. Let's go, offensive line. We don't want to get exposed this week by Georgia State. 8:51 on the clock. Yeah, no wrapping up. I want to be the team that's fired up, jumping on the sidelines. All right, little bubble pass. Gets out there to DJ Jones. Carolina is using their running backs. All of their running backs. That was good enough for the first down. We usually look like our basketball fans. Cheese and wine on the sideline. Yep. I guess that wasn't a first down. It's 4th and 3, so Carolina's going to have to punt. Snap is clean. Punt is off. Decent punt. It's fielded. Oh, and he is hit immediately by number 13. I didn't see a flag. I thought maybe they might have called him for targeting. But maybe he hit him with his shoulder. You can't really see. It was a bang play. Ooh, I don't know. That might have been helmet to helmet. I'm surprised the ref didn't call a targeting call on that, because he hit him kind of high. 5'10", 190. Gubana? Igubana. Oh. Yep. Hey, I knew it. He hit him kind of high, man. This guy may get kicked out of the game. Yeah, he's got to drop that shoulder and hit him in the chest. That was helmet first. Helmet to helmet. That could have been dangerous. Definitely dangerous for the receiver, but dangerous for himself too. Yeah, he's gone. That was helmet to helmet. These guys. Fortunately, Williams sprung right back up. It doesn't look like these guys bang plays, but you still got to be thinking when you're out there, bro. If I hit this guy too high, I'm I'm gonna get kicked out of the game. And they're gonna, I'm giving them, they're gonna get a, we're gonna get a penalty on that. That's 15 yards. They're definitely gonna kick him out. That's definitely targeting. I hate it when it's bang bang like that, because you know he was just trying to hit him hard. I don't think he was trying to hurt him, but you gotta drop those shoulders down. Heck, if he had to aim for his waist, he probably would have, shoulder pad probably would have hit him in the chest. He'd have been all right, but.
And usually that's something that gets called initially on the field.
And the guy, and the offensive guy. Yeah. Yeah, he's out. That plus the receiver. If you look at it, he did drop his head just a little bit, but the defender was there too quick. All right, so number 13 for Carolina is disqualified on that hit. It's a 15-yard penalty for Georgia State. So he's dapping his boys up on the sideline because he won't be there for long. Football's turned so sissified. I'm sorry. I understand you don't want to hurt anybody, but come on now. That was a good play. Tired of this nonsense. You know, and you know, a guy like me, you know, my age, that was a great hit. Like, that was a great hit. I always led like that. Heck, I always figure, hey, that's the helmet is to protect. It's protect the offensive guy. That's what I always grew up thinking. You know, if I'm going to hit you, that's why you got a helmet on. So if I do make contact with your head or with the helmet, that's why you have a helmet on. You know. But I mean, I understand. I understand. I'm gonna keep things safe. He was defenseless. You just gotta, you know, you just gotta drop low on that. 3rd and 11. Georgia State drops back. Griner has a man out there. He catches it. 1st down. Man, I'd like to see this pattern that this kid ran, and while our defensive back was dang 3 yards off of him when he caught it.
Nice job of gaining separation. Puts the ball in the money. First down for Georgia State today. They're on the
all right, Georgia State runs. No, it's kept by Griner, and he is Granger, excuse me, Griner.
Goes out to the outside and picks up about 3 or 4. Cedric Gray, another tackle, 2nd down and 6. Great ball fake there. Had me.
Granger keeps it. He gets about 3 yards.
Dixon in motion from left to right.
And they hand it off up the middle for the 1st down. Looks like the Georgia State Panthers have gotten a little bit of rhythm here. They're in that up-tempo offense. They send a guy in motion. Now he stops. They hand it again for good yardage, about 6 yards. Right up the middle, right up the teeth. Right into the teeth of the defense, as the commentator says. This is nonsense. It's called football. If you don't want to play, go home. And they hand it off again. Looks like Georgia State with another 1st down. And they go up tempo again. Moving the ball. They are in Carolina territory. They send a guy and they go right up the middle again. They see some kind of weakness because they keep hitting it right off tackle. Looks like A or B gap on the right side.
He's not too bad either. We'll see him as well. Right. And without Aubrey Payne being out there today, you're seeing a lot of 20 personnel, 2 running backs. We'll see a lot of Jemias Williams here too.
Granger keeps it this time and pitches it. And it is recovered, but I don't think Carolina got it. But they did get it. It was a fumble on the play. Griner tossed that right at the last minute, right at the last second, and actually looked like he tossed it almost in front of the receiver, of the running back. He couldn't handle it. They may look at this again. No, he did pitch it behind him. He did throw it behind him, but he was being hit as he pitched it. No, he threw that. I don't know. Yeah, that is a forward pass. They're gonna look at this, and there's the whistle. Yeah, I thought he threw that in front of him. All right, but was he across the? He must not have been across the line of scrimmage when he did it. All right, so we thought Carolina had a recovery, but it looks like the quarterback pitched that in front of him, which he did. I thought it was close. Looks like he pitched it in front of him, so it's going to be an incomplete pass. So Georgia State gets it back. And we have another timeout on the field. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, of course, thank you for being here. You know, 12 o'clock, you guys could be anywhere, but 2 of you are here. That's what's up. We have a timeout. Oh, I don't have any stats for you right now because my stats information is not showing up. And maybe it'll come up later on. I don't even have the football field here so you guys can see. But again, maybe that'll show up too later on. We're back, 3rd down and 9. Griner back there. Granger back by himself. Has a man wide open, but misses him. Number 84 was wide open. So the defensive woes for Carolina defensive backfield continue. Granger had no pressure on him. Had number 84 streaking down the middle wide open and just could not connect with him. So now Georgia State goes for the 3 points. One man coming on the field late. Boy, you gotta hate that. Looks like 84. They snap it, and it wobbles through. So the score is now 3-7. Carolina and Georgia State drove that ball down there. Had a few little hiccups there. Could have scored. Missed a wide open chance. Wide open tight end. I think it was a tight end. Number 8 may have just been a wide receiver. Number 84, Granger did, and I'm probably going to call him Griner all game. Prayers for Brittany Griner over in Russia. Hope things work out, but it looks like she's going to be there for a while. All right, so the Panthers of Georgia State will be will be kicking off to Carolina. Carolina had to punt the ball in their last offensive possession. Let's see if we can get something rolling here today. It looks like Hampton. Oh, come on.
I've seen players try to do this, and what you want to do is go out of bounds, get 1 foot out of bounds, then catch the ball. Then the ball goes to the 40-yard line. Instead,
oh my gosh, bro.
Inbounds. Let that thing go. That thing's going to bounce.
All right, so Hampton catches the ball, and Carolina makes another mistake. He catches it and runs out of bounds. So now Carolina is going to be starting on their own 2-yard line.
Certainly. But what he told us yesterday, say our special teams, we want them to win a game, right?
Yeah, I think if you just catch it right there. Yeah, like you said, if you're out of bounds and you catch it. So Carolina runs it, and they get about 3 yards out of there by Petaway. we can't make silly mistakes, man. I know that was close right there. You gotta be thinking. You gotta be a good thinker and know the situation you're in. Because he was like, hey, I don't know if that's gonna go in the end zone or not. All right, May hands it off, and instead of going straight up the field, Carolina tries to go to the side, east and west instead of north and south, and number 97 makes the tackle. So Carolina is deep in their own territory, 3rd and 10, and since we like to run that shotgun, May's going to be deep in his end zone on this one. Maybe we'll... Yeah, and we're deep in the end zone. Ah, boy, that's one reason I hate that. Well, not hate the shotgun. Now May takes off and run. He gets a few. He's probably about 3 yards short of the first down. So Carolina is going to have to punt the ball. Georgia State doing a great job on defense. 3 minutes and 36 seconds. Yo, what's good? I just took my driving test. Bryce, what's going on? Did you pass? It sounds like you passed because you said, yo, what's good? I just took my driver's test. You must have passed. Good job.
What does every offense in the world want to do? We got to establish the run, right? Well, if you take that away and
Carolina snaps it, it's good. The punt is off. It's a decent punt. Doesn't look like he wants to pick it up, and he let it roll. I know he's like, man, I should have picked that up. Got a few yards. So Carolina gets themselves, well, nothing terrible happens. But Georgia State playing great, playing pretty darn good defense. They've been doing that since the beginning of the game. Pretty good defense here, and causes Carolina to have to punt the ball. Carolina couldn't get anything going right there. I don't like us running east and west when you're in the shadow of your own end zone. Like, go call something north and south, coach.
Loyalty to it, and that's what they're experiencing here at Georgia State.
Grainer pulls it, gets it out to the flats real quick, and he's tackled out there. Still gets about 3 yards. Georgia State was in a hurry-up offense there, a up-tempo offense. They're still in it. It was effective last series. Granger takes the snap. He's rolling out that same play, that option. He kept it this time, and he had to eat it. He goes down behind the line of scrimmage. That's the second time they try to run that to that side, so I think Georgia State is going to probably put that play in their back pocket. I know I would. Bryce passes driver's test. Now everybody better watch out on the highways. I'm joking, Bryce. Congratulations. I remember when I got my license. Granger throws this one high. It is incomplete. Yeah, that Dixon guy. I looked up these guys. I looked him up last night. Dixon, number 3. He's only 5'7". Hold up, is this him? Dang, ain't nobody on the field to help him out yet? Dixon, no, Dixon is number 0. He is 5'7". Not very big either. 5'7". I think they said he was like 180. But they threw that high. The little man goes up and he is hit immediately. They're working on his leg.
This is an offense that wants to run the ball, right? Clearly, but you cannot be one-dimensional. Every once in a while, you gotta scheme up. Okay, the defense.
Heck, if Dixon, that can't be. If Dixon is 5'7", then the guys out there going to help him, they're like 5'4". I had to look that up again.
That's concerning. You see Granger there. He did not start the game against North Carolina last year.
No, but he came in.
Season as the backup to Quad Brown, took over in week 3 against Charlotte, and then went 8-3 as the Panthers.
Oh, I guess he didn't. I thought we saw Granger a little bit. I'm pretty sure I saw him last year. All right, Georgia State punts it. It is fielded. It gets a good return. Could get more. And he gets about 15 yards on that. That's number 9 again. Loses his helmet this time, but let's see what Carolina can do right here. Thank you everyone for being here. Make sure you hit that like button. Please hit that like button. I forgot about that. Yeah, hit that like button, man. Looks like it's going to be low numbers in here today, so I got to get some likes. Irish, after the loss, I thought they looked good, though, against Ohio State. Go down a couple. Michigan with a convincing win there at Hawaii tonight. Baylor, BYU late tonight. And then USC, Stanford. All right, Carolina back on offense. 2 receivers to the right. Slot dude. And now we've got some confusion over here on the left. Officials are coming together to discuss something. Officials pointing at Carolina for some reason or another right here. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe Riley Johnson will let us in on it. Yeah, that was number 9, bro. Of course, when the helmet comes off, you have to number 9 had to go out. No one's asking me. Yeah, in fact, I don't remember anybody asking me. There we go, Drake drops back, has to throw it short. Gets it to DJ Jones, who's getting some playing time now, number 26. I've seen DJ Jones and Petaway out there for Carolina. I don't know if Hood and those guys are hurt, and that's why they're down low. Handoff, and we only get back to the line of scrimmage. Georgia State's playing their tails off right now defensively. Can Carolina's big front wear those defensive line down? I don't know. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Score still 7-3 Carolina. 3 receivers to the left. Drake May drops back. Has a man, hits him. Good enough for the first down. Oh no, it's not caught. Inbounds, it's out of bounds. And that was 3rd and 6. Looks like Carolina may have to punt. Does he get one in? Oh, that's caught. Well, he was bobbling the ball. Maybe that's what it was. His right foot landed first inside. But if he was bobbling the ball, I guess that's why they said it was incomplete. 4th and 6, Carolina will have to punt yet again.
4th and inches, but this is 4th and 6. 4th and 6, no way. Punt this football, and hopefully your defense comes back out.
All right, so right now is a field position game right here. There's a flag on the play.
The ruling on the field of an incomplete pass is under further review.
Under further review, that pass. Only thing I could see is if they're saying he didn't catch it because he was bobbling the ball. Yeah, possession, that's a better way to say it. Did he not have possession? If he had possession, then the right side foot, inside foot was inbound. It came down right here. You'll see it. Right foot hits first. I mean, he continues and he catches it all the way out of bounds, but I don't know if the ref says he didn't have possession.
If you get overturned, you got to look at that thing about one time and say, yep, okay, they missed that one. I think he's out of bounds. Yeah. It's pretty clear his foot was out.
Yeah, but that foot didn't come down first. All right.
So Georgia State is going to get it back. Just a handful of seconds to go here.
I didn't think that left foot came down first. Thought the right foot came down first.
Absolutely, Georgia State.
That was quick. He was out of bounds.
After further review, it was a catch at the 39-yard line. First down.
First down. I told you. Look. I told you. Look. It is the inside foot. That foot hits first.
So they're counting the back foot touching.
Yes, back foot touch first.
So his foot touches inbound. My question was, did he have complete possession? I didn't look like it to me, and I didn't think.
Well, the ref didn't see that, bro. That's not what I don't.
Interesting. All right. So
Regardless, Carolina retains the ball, and the drive is still on. 36 seconds.
Perhaps of a review going.
They are now in Georgia State territory. Hadn't been able to run the ball, and we're going to try it this time. Petaway gets, that's DJ Jones. DJ Jones gets about 6, maybe 7 yards on that carry. All right, so Hood is out. Hood's down on the depth chart because he's injured. And Carolina sees something on the outside. I think that's what they tried to do there on the goal line. This time it works. And Jones is able to get outside and pick up the first down. So the drive continues. But that is the end of the first quarter. Carolina 7-3, and they're driving. Looks like we're going to have a timeout right here. All right, everybody, thanks for joining. The few people who have joined today, Sorry, don't have the stats up. Sorry, don't have the little picture of the field there. I'm sure you would enjoy seeing that. I would too. Hey, anytime we have a little bit of weather here, that's what happens. I don't get everything that I need for the broadcast. So right here, you see, the only thing I can get is game cast, and it's lagging a little bit. However, I'm still able to see the game, just not in high definition, and maybe that'll clear up. Oh, what are you doing? Let's go. It's 7-3. All right, we'll get that straight. And if that happens, then I'll be able to show you stats for the game. But what's important right now is that the Tar Heels are in the lead. They came out in their second possession and was able to find Morales. May was able to find Morales over the middle there. Actually, it was on the hash mark, and he took it in for the score. We kicked the extra point, and the score was 7-0. Then Georgia State got a little rhythm. They marched the ball down, but Carolina's defense tightened up, and they kicked They kicked the 3-point conversion. Is it the conversion? They kicked the ball. They kicked a field goal, and so that's what makes it 3-0. They have had their chances there. Granger had a wide open number 84 streaking down the middle of the field and could not hit him. Other than that, Carolina's defense has been, I would give them right now maybe a D+. Maybe a D+. If Granger puts that ball on the spot, there are a lot more catches for Georgia State. Our defensive backfield is still suspect back there, and I'm pretty sure Georgia State is going to try to take advantage of it. Heck, everybody is. Just like I think it was Darth Gillis. We got to play. We have to play Notre Dame, and boy, Notre Dame is not like any of the teams we've played so far. Definitely much better. So that defensive backfield, we better figure something out here. With that said, Carolina has the ball on the Georgia State 21-yard line. It's a handoff. Good hard running by Jones. That's DJ Jones. Gets about 6 yards right there. Sam Howell's at the Commander is doing pretty good. Actually, I read last week that there is a controversy there at quarterback. I think they have Carson Wentz and Sam Howell doing so good. They're thinking about maybe putting him, getting him some playing time. But Carson Wentz definitely going to be the starter. All right, let's see if we get this straight right here. Oh, there it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Things are looking up. Okay, Dre drops back, has a man first down. And that's Nesbitt, number 18.
Big year, the sophomore out of Charlotte, North Carolina, 3 touchdowns on the season. And it's first down and goal to go. Going with tempo quick here, but last play, nice play. Jones cuts it to the outside.
And Carolina goes into the end zone for another score.
From 7 yards out, DJ Jones. In the tempo right there work play, because Georgia State.
All right, here we go. Now we're cooking with grease.
And just a great decision there by Phil Longo. Drake made this offense go with some tempo. They're not an offense that goes tempo all the time.
All right, Carolina scores is now 13-3. And can we get the extra point? Ball is snapped. It's down, and it's good. Carolina goes up 14-3. On a run.
55 yards and a touchdown.
And DJ Jones has a good possession right there. And Carolina scores. So we have another timeout. And I can show you guys a few stats. All right, so let's take a look at it. Let's look at the game leaders. Drake May, 6 of 6 for 89 yards. Granger, 2 of 5 for 23. Rushing, DJ Jones, 6 carries for 31 yards. T. Gregg, 5 carries for 24. Morales, 2 receptions, got 59 yards and a touchdown. Thrash, 1 reception for 21. Drake May also has 4 rushes for 11 yards, and Granger has 5 for 11. Like I just said, Kamari Morales, leading receiver for Carolina right now with 59, 5 catches, 59 yards, but Blackwell has 1 for 12, and DJ Jones 2 for 10. Over on the Georgia State side, Chris Bird has 1 for no yards, and Thrash has 1 for 21. And I hate that they don't put any defense information down here, defensive information down here for the college games. But we can look at the team stats right here. Really, no team stats. Okay, maybe that'll pop up later on. All right, looks like things are going to be weird here for a while. But Carolina does score. It is 14-3. Later, I got to go visit my friend in the hospital. All right, Bryce, you probably wrote that a long time ago. I didn't even see it.
Hey, Rocky, you had mentioned Darren Granger's body language. He stood over here by himself, hands on his hips, heads down. He seemed to snap out of it, though. He went over, spent some time with offensive line coach John Holt, went through.
All right, still we are in the second quarter. The score is 13-4. Excuse me, it is 13-44 into the third quarter. Carolina just kicked off after the score to Georgia State. Granger now back on the field. He is 2 of 5 for 25 yards.
Well, let's hope his body language and his play is better here, because Georgia State needs it. This game, they're in this game, but to get away from them here quick, the quarterback doesn't start making some plays. It's a key drive for the Panthers as they start their own 25-yard line. 60 yards of total offense. Granger will take it straight ahead for a few. So far, I've been impressed by Carolina's ability
All right.
to tackle.
That run for Georgia State produced about 3.5 yards.
That's one of the things they didn't do very well. Granger gets in the hands of Jamari Thrash. They always
Granger passes that over to Thrash. Thrash is tackled immediately.
up after a 2-yard gain, and here's another 3rd and long situation for Georgia State, which has converted only once so far. This defense is playing with hair on fire right now. Flying around, like you said, making
Georgia State up-tempo offense.
Here comes some pressure
Granger.
in the middle. Granger gets rid of it. It's a late throw
finds a man, but he is hit immediately. I don't know if he got the first down. He is short. That was a good play by the defensive backfield there, number 3 for Carolina. But they're going to have the punt again. It's 4th and 1. They are still in their own territory. Ball's on like the 34-yard line. A lot of punting in this game. They do get it off. It is another nice punt, backing the receiver up. It is fielded. He just gets about maybe 4.5, 5 yards return on that, up to about the 20-yard line. 57-yard kick. Wow.
But Drake May so far, Clay, has been phenomenal. Everything we've talked about.
5 likes on this one, guys. Thanks a lot. Illegal formation.
Illegal formation call. After that touchdown by Drake May, and boom, there's that guy, Mr. Howell. Now, of course, with the Washington Redskins, he had his job last year.
Illegal formation on the offense?
Those guys stopped quite a bit.
Could have been on the offense. I don't get this. Illegal formation. I mean, it could have been on the receiving team. All right, not sure about that. Anyway, 1st and 10, Carolina. 12 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first half. This one's going to be a run off the right side. DJ Jones gets back to the line of scrimmage. Man, everybody's in the shotgun. The only thing I don't like about the shotgun is when you run plays right like that off to the right and the left, you got to cover 5 yards before you get to the line of scrimmage. Drake, play action, finds a man over the middle. He is chopped down, but not before catching the ball. It's number 8. Yeah, going away from his body. Nice catch. Boy, that's always dangerous. Good catch there. And good pass. We send the same gentleman in motion to the right. Another play action. May is going to have to run it. He slides down right as he gets past the line of scrimmage. Gets up a little bit slow. Yeah, they're talking about the legacy. His dad played quarterback, and his brother, you know, Big Luke played on the basketball team. Won a national championship, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. May under pressure, finds him, has a man, but can't connect to him. Good effort though. Yeah, and I said something about that last year. Like, I think somebody asked me. Did somebody ask me? Yeah, I think somebody asked me, like, who do I think will get the starting position this year? And I said, I'm saying both of them guys could get it. You know, Criswell will definitely, last year was up next. And May finds at number 87 for the first down and more. Excuse me, that's 81. And my response was, you know, any of these guys could get that starting position. You know, May got that nice size or whatever. Criswell, the experience, he can do anything. He can throw the ball, he can run the ball. You know, again, multifaceted quarterback. And I said, but it will be great if May could get it, you know, just to carry on that legacy that his dad, you know, and his brother left at Carolina. That I said that would be cool. That would be cool to see that. And man, somebody jumped all over me about it. Say you just discredited the ability of Criswell, and you know Criswell is going to be the star. And I was like, no, I didn't. All I did was gave my opinion on both of them. Of course, Criswell was next up, but I said it would be interesting. It would be fun, basically, if May got it, you know, because of the legacy. That's all I said. I don't care who has it. I just want them to play good. Just so happens, right now May has the starting position. Not doing bad at it either. But I'm pretty sure I speak for all Carolina fans when I say if May happens to go down, or May starts to, you know, starts to have a bad year, that Criswell could come off the bench and take over and do great. All right, got a timeout on the field. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Another subscriber, so we can change this bad boy. To 225, excuse me, 925, and closing. Carolina hands it off. I think this is DJ Jones. DJ Jones getting the nod to get most of the handoffs. Petaway did come in for a brief moment there. A couple of runs, if I'm not mistaken, and now DJ Jones is taking over, getting most of the snaps. What's going on, Jake Bug? Hello, new here. I'm okay. Just woke up, couldn't sleep last night. Wow. And Drake May hits number 8. Paysor is his name. Paysor is his name. That's the second nice catch, and he is hit immediately when he catches it, but he hangs on. So Carolina's moving the ball. They have it about on the 28-yard line of Georgia State. 9 minutes 15 seconds left in the first half. There, that is 1st and 10. May single back in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right. May drops back. He lets it go. Has a man, and he caught it, but are they going to give it to him? I don't see the refs with their hands up yet. But it looks like it's a touchdown. That's Paysor. Paysor brings it in. It's clearly a catch. I'm sure they're going to look at that, but May put it right where he needed to put it, but Paysor made it look even better. He stretched out and caught that ball, and he has stepped up today. The ruling on the field is a touchdown, but it's going to be under further review. What a pass and what a better catch. Payer put a little move on this guy.
Nod route there, just try to get the defensive back there to just kind of stop his hips a little bit. But the ball was on the outside.
He caught that one.
Even if the coverage was perfect.
He caught that one. Like, you don't see any part of the ball hit the ground. I'll be very surprised if they change this one.
There's no doubt that this Carolina team misses downs. First team all ACC last year.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It is a touchdown. Carolina 20, Georgia State 3. I keep forgetting that Downs has not played. He did not play last week and is not playing this week.
Great relationship off campus, and Drake told me this week he has to find ways.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't think he played against Florida A&M. So Downs is down with an injury. So is Hood. So Carolina's offense could be even more potent. Those are two very important parts of the offense that are not playing and have not played.
Just under 9 to go. 21-3 North Carolina. Drake May. Couple of touchdown passes today. He's got 11 on the year.
I don't know if Drake May meant to throw it there a little bit on his right side, but it's good he did, because if he had thrown that in front of him, if he had led him, the defensive back probably would have had a chance to get in the way of that one. All right, so we got another timeout. Carolina just scored on a terrific catch by number 8. So right now, Drake May is 10 for 11 for 163 yards. DJ Jones, 7 carry for 33. Drake himself, or May himself, has 5 for 12 yards. Amari Hampton, 4 for 3, and Petaway, like I said, came in for a few runs. He's had 3 runs, no yards, but I think he had some I thought he had some yards on receiving, but I see here his name is not there. However, Morales, 2 catches for 59 yards, and then Kobe Paysor, I think I was calling him Paysour last week. Paysor has 3 catches for 57 yards, and one no better than the last one. He just caught that over the shoulder catch in the end zone. Ball never moved after he caught it. Clearly a catch. John Copenhaver, 1 catch for 17. I think that's number 81. Gavin Blackwell, number 1, has 1 catch for 12 yards, and DJ Jones 2 for 10. Nesbitt has 1 catch for 8 yards. All right, so Carolina's offense seems to be clicking here. Actually, I would say in the last 3 games, the last 2 games, the offense hasn't played bad at all. I know it was Florida A&M and Appalachian State. Appalachian State's not a bad team at all. So our defense has got to get built up to our offense. There's a flag on the play. Yeah, our defense got to get to the level of our offense, and Carolina will be a very decent team. It's a referee stoppage here, an official stoppage. They still hadn't gotten it all together. There's a flag on the play.
offense looks real explosive, especially with that young trigger man they have.
Yeah, they want to get Downs healthy. They got a bye next week, which comes at a good time because they face Notre Dame and Chapel Hill in 2 weeks.
All right, so it's 21-3.
Opponents currently ranked in the top 25, so they need all hands on deck as they start looking ahead to October and the gauntlet that is the ACC schedule for North Carolina.
I mean, look, if things continue the way they are here today, yeah, you like to feel good about their position. Having 3 games under their belt where they played well. Of course, still a lot of football replayed here.
All right, there we go.
Get by and go to Notre Dame.
So now with the penalty,
And it was a penalty on, I think it was,
deep behind the goalposts.
yeah, it was on the receiving team, which was Georgia State. And so Carolina gets to re-kick it. I'm sure they're going, well, I don't know. You want to kick this one short and try to get down there and make a play?
Now building a comfortable lead here.
Or kick it into the end zone and give them,
I think you make a great point. A defense that's,
all right,
trying to become
they basically kick it into the end zone. And Georgia State will still get this ball on the 25-yard line.
Play out there knowing that you got an offense that can score quick.
All right, once again, thank you guys for being here. Make sure you hit that like button. Help me out. Help me out. Coach Gary is moving on up. As you can see right there, my current subtotal, 925. And I'm trying to get to my first major milestone, which is 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting there. Gonna get there. Do you want to be a part of the family? Come on, baby. Let's go. Georgia State. A lot of motion there. Granger keeps it. Picks up about 8 yards on the carry. 8 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first half.
Do what your quarterback does best, right? He likes to run the ball. That's where he's most effective. Trying to get him in the groove here.
Clock still running.
Move the chains.
They flip this jet sweep to the left. They get the first down. And he is tackled right there on the 36-yard line, number 14. That was Lewis. Again, they're playing this game in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, here's a run. No, it was a play action. Granger goes for number 2. That time number 1 for Carolina. He's playing pretty darn good defense there.
Especially in press coverage. So you get that opportunity, and you got to make a better throw.
That's one coverage for Jamari Thrash. It's the guy he wants.
Jamari had a little hold right there.
Put the ball over the outside shoulder.
Excuse me. They hand it off, and it's a good run by Williams for Georgia State. And now Georgia State goes up tempo. 21-3 North Carolina. 7 minutes, 53 seconds left. They are right at midfield. Georgia State is. Granger hands it off this time. They go off the left side, and he finds another gap. That's number 21. Williams again. Williams a little spark plug. Up tempo. They send a man in motion. They throw it to him coming to the right side. He will have the first down. He took a lick, but he still got the first down. Ball's about on the 39. They are now in Carolina territory. 7-13. Carolina's doing a little bending.
First down for the Panthers.
2 receivers to the right. Granger drops back. He has plenty of time. Now he scrambles. He's going to run for it. He will have the first down and more. And he runs out of bounds. Carolina's getting a little bit loose back there. I don't know if we have a tendency to do that. We have a tendency to start playing good, and then all of a sudden we'll get lazy. We'll get lackadaisical. Like these guys are gonna stop playing, and they're not. Granger keeps it, finds a man out in the flats. He's hit quickly though. Not until after getting about 3 yards there. He does pick up about 3 yards. That's the tight end, number 85. He looks like a tight end. He is. That up tempo's got Carolina reeling. They hand it off, coming over to the right side.
Inside the 10, it's Williams.
Williams
Now here's Georgia State knocking
picks up another 8 yards. Carolina, I don't know what is going on right here. Maybe Carolina does not play good against up-tempo teams. As you see the guys going to the sideline, going to get water. Those Jordan brand flaps there, rib flaps or back flaps. And so Carolina, I'm pretty sure that was Carolina. There's a timeout on the field. Carolina had to call a timeout. They why is it that the offense in a up tempo, even being on the field with the defense, why is it the offense seems like they get more powerful, like the defense runs out of steam before the offense does? Like, both teams are on the field. I never quite understood that I call it a phenomenon. But you got both teams on the field. Why does it seem like the defense wears down quicker than the offense does when the offense is in an up tempo? Does the defense have to run more? Is that it? Does the defense have to run more than the offense? Maybe the offensive guys, I never thought of that. Maybe the offensive guys, especially the blockers, they block to a certain extent, but then once the running back gets down the field, they really don't have to block. But the defense runs after, the defense is going to continue to run after the ball carrier. So maybe that's it. Maybe they're flying around. They cover more ground than the offense does. And so when the offense is in an up tempo, the defense gets tired quicker than the offense. Because Carolina just had to call a timeout. That's why I'm doing a lot of talking, ladies and gentlemen. There is a stoppage of play. I think Carolina called a timeout to catch their breath there. What's up, Costas? Did you see my comment? Hello, new here. Yeah, I saw it, Jake. Woke up, couldn't sleep last night. I asked you immediately after I saw that. Well, maybe I didn't. But what was the reason you couldn't sleep last night? It was great seeing you yesterday. Yeah, man, always great seeing you, Costas. Always great coming back and seeing everybody. Hey, Edwin, I wish we could have played a little bit better. But it's always good to come back and see everybody, man. All right, we're back. Carolina had to call that timeout because they were gassed. Maybe they can get this defense tightened up a little bit because the ball is on Carolina's 10-yard line. If Georgia State gets into the end zone right here, it's definitely still a game. They send two guys over to the left side, and they come back. Looks like they were going off a gap. And he gets the first down. 5 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half.
Gave up 61 points to App State last week. They played a little better today. They have played a lot better so far.
Hopefully the defensive backs are in man-to-man. Wide open. Is that the tight end? No, number 84, wide open. He was in the end zone. What a play call. That was Chris Bird. And Georgia State, with that up-tempo offense, just drives the ball down the field on Carolina and gets into the end zone. It is now 21-12. Come on, guys. Let's go. It's got to be man-to-man down here this close to the goal line. So how is anybody wide open? Like, you got to account for him. Number 84 on the end of the line is eligible. Everybody's got to be accounted for. He releases wide open into the end zone.
11 plays, 75 yards.
All right, so okay. You better believe they've got guys with eyes on this. Maybe why they called that play. It worked to perfection.
Against Power 5 schools. They're hosting a Power 5 for the first time in school history here today. We saw them hold their own in South Carolina last week. A couple of special teams touchdowns killed them, but
all right, so like I said, Carolina cannot take this team for granted. They cannot take anybody for granted. Fear no one, but respect all. Right? Fear no one, respect all. Right there, after Carolina scored that 21st point, it's 21-3. That's where Carolina starts to get lackadaisical. That's where Carolina starts to slow up, and I mean, it happens all the time. Like when you got your foot on their neck, you gotta go ahead and cut off the air supply. You can't let them get back in it. And Georgia State has found something now. Georgia State kicks off. This one's going to go into the end zone. It does. Carolina will start on the 25-yard line. They've got 5 minutes, 32 seconds to put a few more points on the board. I couldn't sleep last night because my neighbor was playing loud music. And I stay in an apartment with my friend. I hear you, man. Been there, done that before, Jake. Been in that situation before. It's kind of tough.
You get the feeling that the game is slow. Sometimes a young player is like, the game seems too fast out there for him. Not for number 10.
All right, we can't make a mistake here.
You guys want to hear something crazy?
And turn this ball over and get it back to Georgia State.
I'm like, I don't believe you. I don't see it. No.
Drake hands it off. And Petaway's back out there. He gets about 2 yards on the carry. Carolina running their own slightly up-tempo offense. Ball is snapped. They hand it off again. There's some room off on the left side, but good open field tackle by number 22, Tate, for Georgia State. Hope our school ends their season with at least a win, because right now it's not looking good. Hey, you said it, Edwin. I was talking to somebody before the first game, and I said, let's try to get 4 wins. May, almost throws a pick. He wanted to go outside to the flats, but that player was covered, and so he goes to his second option and almost throws a pick on this one. So great defensive play there by number 1. Yeah, Edward, I was hoping that these guys could get at least 4 wins, and it's still a possibility. Still a possibility, man. We played some good teams. Punt is called for, fair catch, and it is caught right on the 25, 27-yard line. So Randleman, obviously Randleman is not as good as they were a year ago, but we played decent against them. The score was a decent score. But Eastern Randolph, Eastern Randolph is they're a power team anyway, and we got blown out against them. But again, they're a power team. They're always in the top of the league, in the top of their conference. I don't know where Providence Grove came from this year. I didn't see them play last year to see if they just had some potential. Granger has a man, and Georgia State has found something against Carolina. But anyway, so they're undefeated. So I didn't expect I didn't expect us to win last night. Granger, he's going to keep it. He's caught. Right at the 40, he goes down. But he does pick up about 3 yards. So I didn't expect us to win last night against these guys because they beat Random and who else? They beat a couple of teams, and I was like, wow, they're pretty decent. Ranger, he goes deep. He has a man, puts it on. Oh, great defense by number 1 this time. Tony Grimes with great defense. Way to slap that ball away because Granger put it right on number 14. It was all but caught, but Tony Grimes just looks at his hands. Ooh. Oh, actually, I mean, it's still good defense. Granger keeps the ball. He's run out of bounds. It was good defense, but actually number 14 should have caught that ball. That ball actually hit him in the hands and bounced out. But yeah, I still hope, Edwin, hopefully we win. Like you said, hopefully we win at least one game. But I'm still trying to give them 4. Maybe we can beat Southwest or I don't know who else we play. 2 receivers to the right for Georgia State. Granger, he's dropped back, but he's under pressure and he goes down. Carolina gets their first sack of the game. Looks like number 25, Noah Taylor. That was held by everyone. I'm gonna give that to give it to Tate and number 7. Drove his man right back into the quarterback. And it's 4th and 13, so Carolina has caused a punt. So defense tightens up there a little bit. Georgia State gets the punt off. And it takes a Carolina bounce, and now it rolls back. So they go ahead and pick it up. It's about on the 18-yard line, 17.5-yard line. Carolina will start with 2 minutes and 7 seconds on the clock. Let's try to get down there, Carolina, and get at least 3 points before halftime. All right, Drake May goes back out there. He's 10 to 12 for 163. And then we got DJ Jones, 7 carries for 33 yards. I'm waiting to see one of our running backs get loose. Have a 100-yard game. Play action, Drake May finds a man. That's Blackwell. He's down at like the 31-yard line.
Finish it off with a touchdown. See if you can do it again.
Drake May throws it out to the flats, but number 20 is there to just knock that down immediately. And Carolina calls a timeout with 1 minute 41 seconds on the clock. What channel is the Carolina game on? It is on ESPN. I got DirecTV 208. ESPNU channel 208. If you got DirecTV. Oliver, what's going on? Been missing in action. Me and this guy got into a fight and he broke my phone. Wow. Well, glad you got another phone back and you were able to come in and check me out. I appreciate it. Watching a little Carolina action right here. They're in Atlanta, Georgia, playing Georgia State.
This young man right here, he can do a lot in a minute.
3 receivers to the right. Drake May drops back. He's under pressure and had to get rid of the ball, but I don't see anybody in the area. Don't see anybody in the area. I don't know. I don't see a flag yet.
Panthers head coach very emotional on the sideline. He wants a flag.
And I think they have a case to be made. There wasn't anybody in the vicinity. Jordan Enzo came absolutely scot-free. And that's up to the quarterback there. He's got to pick up that pressure, right?
Actually, there was nobody in the area, but I don't see a flag for intentional grounding. It's 3rd and 14. Carolina's at looks like the exact same set. 3 receivers to the right. And this time is going to be false start. Carolina is breaking down here in this 2-minute drill. So now it's going to be, what was it? It's going to be 3rd and 18.
They had 5 offensive penalties last week, a total of 20.
Yeah, what's been going on, Oliver?
One of those happened on the defensive side of the ball and led to them almost losing that game. They have been better with that too here in the first half so far.
They have, but they're not going to bring pressure.
All right, so we know we're going to go a little deep here, but we can't throw an interception. Nope, they call the screen, and DJ Jones, he picks up some yardage, but I don't think he has enough to get the first down.
And 2 as Quavian White makes the tackle, and we got a timeout call.
He doesn't. He almost found it. He almost was able to squirt loose and get the first down. 4th and 2, so he picks up 16 yards. There's 1 minute 31 seconds on the clock.
Using their 2nd timeout.
The Panthers call a timeout now.
Saw Matt Brown go for it on 4th down earlier.
Don't know.
First half, and they converted. It led to Carolina's first.
Let's see if Carolina is even in the area.
I don't know if here's the deal. They get the ball back. Georgia State gets the ball back in the second half, right? So I think right now, even if you just go in the locker room down 11, that's a win. But yeah, if you can get something going here, I certainly, if you're North Carolina, no.
I don't know. Carolina's still in their own territory. Hey, you've been playing position football all game.
Recently turned 71 years young. 33rd year as a head coach.
So I don't know if I would try this one.
And Drake May, who's been
But Drake May comes back out.
Good, especially on 3rd and 4th down in this
So looks like Matt is at least going to see if he can draw these guys offside. Carolina's still in their own territory. They're going for it. If they don't get this, Georgia State has 1 minute and 30 seconds, and May is going down. Terrible, man. Like I said, oh, go ahead and kick this, bro. Go ahead and kick this, man. Play position. Georgia State is on a roll, so now they will probably score. They got 1 minute 26 seconds on the clock. Great field position. Even further, even closer to the end zone, because May had to go backwards. He's at the 30-yard line when he goes down. So basically, Carolina gives Georgia State at least 3 points. Come on. It wasn't even 4th and 1. It was 4th and 2. Let's go, bro.
Able to keep Drake May in the pocket. Such a big key for this Georgia State defense today.
All right, now we put extra pressure on the part of our team that's not great. Granger keeps it. He goes up the middle, probably gets a couple. Clock still running, minute and 17 seconds on the clock, and I guarantee you that's what they're thinking, guys. Look, we're just not going to make any mistakes because we can get 3 points before halftime. Granger throws it out to the flats. That's covered well.
And get maybe a yard. Power Eccles, the middle linebacker, and is able to bring him down.
I'm not saying you want to be.
And it looks like Georgia State's going to have to call a timeout. They will definitely go for it. 1 deep, guarantee you.
So Georgia State will
guarantee. 55 seconds on the clock. Hey, man, football is a game of chess moves. You got to make the right decision. Come on, like in your own territory. Like I think Carolina had the balls. If Drake got tackled on the 30, because I don't remember exactly. Heck, I could take a look at it right here.
Kent State and 7th-ranked Oklahoma at 7 o'clock Eastern. ESPN Plus, go to ESPNplus.com. Those are all exclusively on ESPN Plus. Brent Venables.
All right, nope, still not able to look at everything I need to look at. Can't even look at the stats. Yeah, I got the stats for the play-by-play. All right, so Carolina had to have the ball on probably about their 40-yard line, because Drake May dropped back about 3.5 yards, maybe 5 yards to try to get away. He got tackled on the 30, so we didn't even have the ball. Oh, nice play, nice defensive play, and that's my boy 25. That Tate gets into the backfield and takes down Granger. Yeah, I mean, Carolina had the ball on about the 40-yard line, 4th and 2 in your own territory, and you go for it, and you give it back to a team that's been moving the ball on us at the 30-yard line. But the defense tightens up. The only bad thing about it is we're giving them a chance to get 3 points. And it's blocked by Carolina. And it goes into the end zone. I haven't heard a whistle yet. Go ahead and pick it up, bro. Nobody knows nobody knows the rules on these special teams, so he didn't know if he could pick it up or run it, or let them pick it up in the end zone, because it was blocked. Shoot, if all fails, go pick it up and try to run it back. I mean, what, you know. This happened to Georgia State last week. They had 2 blocks, and I think they were both returned by South Carolina. Both blocks were returned by South Carolina against Georgia State last week, and now Carolina blocks one. Actually, it wasn't a punt. They blocked the 3-point try right here. All right, so Carolina goes into the victory formation to run the timeout and get out of here 21-10 at halftime. Jermon, what's up?
So North Carolina 21,
All right, Carolina gets out here at halftime with the lead by 11 points. But that last possession right there, that last decision to go for it, to try to get that first down, 4th and 2, in your own, back deep in your own territory on your side of the ball, almost backfired on us, because Georgia State has figured something out on Carolina, and with that up-tempo offense, they've been able to move the ball. So basically, if you ask me, that I figured they would definitely at least get 3 points on that. And Carolina comes up with a great defense. So they stopped Georgia State a couple of times in the backfield. They also were able to block the 3-point conversion. Am I saying that right? They were able to block the 3-point attempts. And it didn't hurt us. It didn't hurt us. All right, but boy, we dodged that one. Dodged that bullet. I think it's a good game for Carolina. Georgia State is not a pushover. They're giving us that work. You know, giving that defense the work that we need, man. Like, you know, you gotta stay on your P's and Q's. Carolina can't get this lead like we always do. We get a lead and then we sort of get lackadaisical. So Georgia State keeping us on our toes. We need this, man, especially going into our next game next week. And they're working that defensive backfield too. We have had some letdowns. It's still there now. It's still there. that last score, there was a score in the first. There was a pass in the first quarter that Granger just couldn't connect with the receiver, number 84. He was wide open. He just couldn't hit him. They're on the goal line, near the goal line. Their tight end comes wide open on the basically, what was it, 10 yards out, and 10 to 5 yards out, and we have no one covering him. Carolina's got to tighten up on that, man. You got to go man to man down there. So he was just unaccounted for. It looked like. I'd like to see exactly the problem that happened on that. And then Grimes makes a good play on number 14 streaking down the sideline, but Granger put it right on him. He just didn't catch the ball. All right, so we dodged a couple of bullets, and I mean, like, no pun intended, bullets. I'm at the game. Oh, Jermon's at the game. Jermon. That's what's up. So Jermon's at this game. What's it like out there, Jermon? Jermon's at the game here. My boy Michael Smitty is going to be at the Carolina game tomorrow. Saw my comment. I was so mad that he broke my phone. I could not control myself. And he called the cops on me. Wow. It was like that, Oliver. I think they wanted to hurry and score just in case it started raining. Second half, they wanted to pad the lead. Yep. Hey, that could have been it, man, but that also could have been dangerous. It was dangerous. I can see going forward if you're in Georgia State's territory, even if we got the ball on like the 40-yard line, of Georgia State's territory, 4th and 2, I can see going for it, but where we had it, we're basically on the 40 on our side of the field. And it's 4th and 2, and we're in that shotgun, and we're going for it, and we're going to pass the ball, and somebody doesn't. So they rush somebody like they just did. We didn't pick somebody up, and that's what happens. Luckily, the defense hung in there. I think we need a new defensive line. Georgia State, way more pressure on us than we're getting on them, and we're supposed to have better players, right? And it's been like that for the last couple of games. I mean, there's always, every team we played has had an opposite group that's better than our group. It seems like our group, we haven't played. Like I said earlier, our defense needs to get up to a level, I think, of the offense. The offense is not playing bad, all right? And, we're missing Hood, and we're missing our boy number 4. So we've got more talent coming back on the offense. But, yeah, you're right. They are getting a lot more pressure on us. I don't know. Are we not Are they blitzing? Is that getting somebody in our backfield and we're not blitzing? Or are we blitzing and they're just picking it up that way? I don't know. I got to pay more attention to it. And are we scared to blitz because our defensive backfield, we don't defend the pass very well. So I gotta keep my eye on that too. Jermon at the game. Hey, how close is Georgia State from like downtown, like the Peachtree Center? When I looked it up on the internet the other night, and it looks pretty close to downtown. Heck, I've got one brother that's there, but I've got twin brothers, and they went to school in Georgia, and so during the summers and like Christmas time, I would go down to Georgia and stay with them. They went to DeVry Institute of Technology, and I mean, back then I really didn't even have any idea Georgia State was down in that area. I hadn't heard anything about Georgia State. Hey, I could have been a Panther. Because I thought hanging out in Georgia, in Atlanta, you know, they were more in Decatur, but Atlanta not far at all from Decatur. So it was cool to hang out down there in Atlanta on the streets. Didn't really hang out, you know, just walking back and forth. I used to love the Peachtree Center though. Go up to the top of that hotel in that revolving restaurant. All right, guys. Let's take a look at the stats. Now I'm gonna take a little break and get me a cool beverage. Drake May, 13 for 16, 13 of 16. He has 189 yards. On the other side, Granger is 8 of 13 for 52 yards, 1 touchdown. Drake May has 2 touchdowns, or thrown 2 touchdowns. The rushing situation, DJ Jones, 7 carries for 33. And the leading carrier for Georgia State is Granger himself, 13 for 46. Right behind DJ Jones is Drake May, 6 of 4, or 6 for 4 yards. Hampton, 4 for 3 yards, and Fedway, 5 for 2 yards. Greg Tucker is the second leading rusher for Georgia State, 6 carries for 27 yards, and then Williams, 3 for 26. Thrash, 2 for 5. On the receiving end, Morales with the big catch and run or score for Carolina earlier in the first quarter. He's 2 catches for 52 yards. Like I said, I like Morales, and we just don't get him the ball enough. You know, last year he had flashes, but if they can get the ball in that big man's hand, he can run. He's got to be running like a 4.6 at least. He's got to be running a 4.6. With all that speed, man, running, I try to get him the ball a little bit more. Paysor, 3 catches for 56 yards and an outstanding catch for a touchdown. At the beginning of the second quarter, I think it was. Blackwell, 2 catches for 25. DJ Jones, 4 for 23. And Copenhagen has 1 for 17. Nesbitt, 1 for 8. Over on the Georgia State side, Thrash, 3 catches for 32. Bird has 2 for 6. Brand, 1 for 5. Lewis, 1 for 4. Green, 1 for 3. Nobody's throwing any interceptions right now. There's a kicking game, kick returns, punts, and like I said, on the college app, you don't get to see a whole lot of information for the defense. Scores 21-10. Carolina scored 7 points in the first quarter, 14 in the second. Georgia State, 3 points in the first and 7 in the second. Carolina's leading in first downs right there, 11-9. Total yards, Carolina's leading 231 to Georgia State's 156. passing yards, there's Carolina 189, Georgia State 52. Rushing yards, though, that goes to Georgia State 104 to Carolina's 41. We're still trying to mix it up, not being one-dimensional. But Georgia State just seems to be having a lot more success than we are. And there again, it's probably, there's some merit to what Jeremiah was saying there. We probably need definitely a better defensive line, because Georgia State's definitely breaking that first line, that first wave. And so our linebackers and defensive backs are making most of the tackles. Wow, 104 yards. Penalties, Carolina 2 for 20, but Georgia State has 6 for 41. I think this is what it looked like for Carolina in the first half of their last game. So we ended up with over 100 yards in penalties by the end of the game there against Appalachian State. So let's see if we can keep these penalties down this game. Now, time of possession is not too much different. The Carolina does have a little bit more. Is that a minute? Not quite a minute. 15, 14, and Georgia State's had the ball for 14 minutes and 46 seconds. All right. All right, so halftime will be over here in a few minutes, and I'm going to go get me a little something to drink, guys, and I'll be right back. second half. Yeah, it was like that, and this other dude broke the fight up. And my mom was mad. Yeah. Well, you got through that. All right, so the commentators are speaking on Carolina having those laxes, those times where we get on top of teams and then have a tendency of letting them come back or getting back in the game.
And I think we're really starting to see one of the next great quarterbacks early in his career.
Couple of touchdown passes in that first half. One of 55 yards, another one of 28 yards. And the Panthers will have it at 25 yards.
All right, so Carolina comes out, kicks the ball off to Georgia State. All right, Georgia State gets the ball first. Carolina defense is going to have to step up. Let's make a big play. Georgia State starts off with a run. Carolina stops that after about a 2-yard gain, and Georgia State goes right back into that up-tempo offense. They send a guy in motion to the right. They hit him, and number 2 gets out in the open. Ball comes out, but I think he was down. That was Thrash with the catch. Carolina tackles him, but not after he gets the first down. Not until after he gets the first down. They hand it off again, and Georgia State's starting that little rhythm. Off to the right, that's Williams. They're back into the offensive set very, very quickly. Play action, Thrash running out of there. He's ran out of bounds before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Jermon, I hope you're sitting on the Carolina side.
2 conversions so far today, 2 of 8.
Formation into the boundary here.
3 receivers to the right, low snap. He's going for it. Has another man wide open again, and he's going to score.
Georgia State. Robert Lewis had a drop in the first half, redeems himself here. It's a 40.
I do not know what to say about our defensive backs. I don't know what is going on out there. Let's see. Wide open. Let's go. Get on him, bruh. And then you overrun it. Oh my gosh. We need to do some better recruiting, man. We got to get some defensive backs with some footwork. And just like that, Georgia State comes out of the locker room and they score again. Our defense is the worst in the NCAA. Man, I can't say anything. I can't say anything to defend that. Jermon, you got to be right. Anybody who has a defense worse than ours is going to get 70 points put on them every game. How does man stop to catch? Exactly. I mean, it's like, okay, if the safety, you know that's your guy. If it's a pass, you know that's your guy. You know it is. Like, he's too wide open. He's too wide open. Like you said, he's got time to turn around, catch the ball, and then get into the end zone. Like the safety that was supposed to be on him, after he knew it was going to be a pass, he still overran the play. You know, 84 stops to catch the ball. The safety overruns the play and then gives up 6. All right. It's paining me to put this on here, but I got to. Wow. All right. We're in for it again, guys. We are in for it again, Carolina family. Can the offense put up more points than the opposing offense? I don't know. We defensively we have some good possessions, and then we come back and do this. I don't know, man. We need to get some new blood back there in the defensive backfield, bro. Like who does our recruiting? We need to get some new blood, some guys with some quick footwork. I mean, we're gonna have to recruit detailed recruiting descriptions, and we've got to go find some dog defensive backs and some heady guys too, man. Like this goes all the way back to the state game, man. Like some of the things we did in that game as a defensive back in a defensive backfield is like just unfathomable. Like I can't explain. I understand where our mind was. I mean, I don't know if these guys are just not apt in understanding some of the basic fundamentals of what a defensive back is supposed to do. All right, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be talking a little bit of noise, but that's the position I played. May play action, going deep, throws a pick, picked off by number 10, tried to squeeze it in there. That one should have been thrown a little bit higher. He tried to squeeze it in there. Yep. It wouldn't matter. Yeah, I was going to say he was trying to throw it inside, but he didn't. He threw it right at him. Defensive back right there picked it off. Great position. And now Georgia State gets the ball back. 11 yards and a first down.
They're on their heels right now. I'd take a shot here at some point. Right now, there's no point.
Already in Carolina's territory is Georgia State. 12 minutes and 58 seconds left. They hand it off. Oh, it was a little reverse, a little trickery. And Carolina does stop it before he gets the first down, but they do pick up a good 7 yards.
responded pretty well after being maybe surprised early. It's still a pretty good pickup for Lewis. Give him 7.
Love that call there, too. Just a kind of a trick.
All right, we're back. Looks like Georgia State moving the ball on Carolina. But there is I think, ineligible man downfield, I think is what the call is.
And it's the 7th penalty against Georgia State here today. Of course, penalties were such a big problem.
Yeah, it looks like Georgia State, so far, Georgia State is helping the Carolina defense at times, getting these penalties. It's 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard run would have been a first down, and now we're facing 3rd and 7. Joy Thrash at the bottom of the screen.
Deep in Carolina's territory, though. Thrash goes down.
Now brought down for a loss. Noah Taylor, the Jack linebacker.
I think they had a little stun on that.
Forces 4th down at Georgia State. We'll see what they decide to do here. And this is where the speed of
No, wasn't really a stunt. Linebacker just read it well. 21-17, 10 minutes 35 seconds left in the 3rd. Here we go. Georgia State's going for 3 points. And I'll make it a 1-point game.
Gets this one away.
And this one is good. And the fans in the stadium going crazy. We need some position coach. Coaches removed or players sat down. You are absolutely right, Jamon. I'm so ready to leave this game. If I hadn't drove so far to watch it, I would.
New cinnamon roll centers and more. That one is hilarious.
Man. All right, so it is now a 1-point game. I understand how those guys for Carolina can start feeling like, oh, okay, we got this game. I mean, I can, as a fan, I can understand. Stop that on carry it normally. I do understand how, I do and I don't understand. If you're a player, you never look up at that scoreboard and say, we got this game. You can never do that. As a fan, I can see it because it seems like, oh, we're rolling, hey, we got this game, but they've got to have some, as many times as this has happened to Carolina, they've got to have some coaches on that sideline kicking those guys' butts. When we do go up by 3 touchdowns or whatever, 2 touchdowns, they got to get harder on those guys. They got to get in the defense's face and say, y'all, hey, we gotta ramp it up. Let's go. We gotta find something negative, if you will, to harp on to get those guys in the right frame of mind. To get them to stay in the right frame of mind. We got to get on the offense and say, hey, let's go. You know, they're still in it. Even if they're 3 touchdowns behind, they are still in it. We got to put more points on the board. You know, we got to finish our block. I mean, something. We gotta call defensive plays where we're putting pressure on the opposing offense. I mean, technically, even though they didn't score, Georgia State had the momentum going into the locker room, if you ask me. Brian, hey coach, I know it's been a minute. I've been busy with college and producing music. What's going on, Brian? Hey, that's cool. You know, that's how things. Oh, come on. What are we going to do? Let's go, Carolina. We just seem to be out of sorts right now. Petaway thought about coming out of that end zone. Maybe it may turn out to be a good thing he didn't come out. Carolina gets it on the 25-yard line. All right, that was Georgia State did get 3 points off of that. Hey, was that 3 points or did we score? Did they score? 3 points. They got 3 points out of that. It was off of Drake May's first interception. Drake May pulls it down and runs this time.
There is May taking off, gets across the 30, and he's pulled down from behind after a 6-yard pickup. Don?
Yeah, Clay, Mac Brown was not thrilled at half of his offense. Remember, he told us this week he didn't want them to get complacent. Well, inconsistent is the word that he used to describe his offense at the half. Said they're not blocking people.
You better get on your daggone defense, Brown.
Intensity in this second half, and I can tell you there's no intensity on the sideline.
Drake May hands it off to the running back, finds some room, gets first down, but there's a flag thrown in the backfield. Looks like it may be holding.
Appears to be going against Georgia State.
Actually, is a personal foul against Georgia State, and they continue to add up. They continue to add up the penalties.
Yeah, you talked about the offense as we look at the penalty. How much of what North Carolina hasn't been able to do, Rocky, today has to do with maybe some people playing out of position, especially on the O-line, and not having downs and still being dinged up a bit?
Yeah, absolutely. You're shuffling 2 different guys on an offensive line.
Drake May, play action, has a man, and it's caught by Morales. I'm telling you, they need to involve that big man.
Quickly gets them deep into Georgia State territory, just like that.
There's an absolute strike to Morales.
May now 200 yards passing.
2 receivers to the left for Carolina. And there's a whistle, timeout, Georgia State.
So Nate Fuqua, the
What's going on? Nothing much in my dorm, working on beats for somebody. Hey, Brian, I'm not doing anything right now. Looking at my Carolina boys on this Saturday. It's raining here in North Carolina. Watching my boys do their usual thing, come out hot and then sort of slow down and let the other team get momentum and then try to win this game at the end in the fourth quarter. It looks like that's what's going to happen today. Hopefully, we'll go ahead and wake up here in the third quarter. Score a few more points and stop this Panthers offense. We have some good possessions defensively, but then we give up a big play. So, but other than that, it's cool. No, I'm just working here trying to promote the channel, trying to get the channel out there, moving closer and closer to my first goal, which is to get 1,000 subscribers. But I got an immediate goal today, and that's to get at least 10 or more likes, and I've got 7 right now, so we're working on it. Oh, and I see right now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I have yet one more subscriber today, so let's put that up there. All right, so subscriber goal. Well, current subscribers now, 926 and counting. Yeah, I think there was a hurricane in the Atlantic. Was the Atlantic or Pacific? In the Atlantic. And I think we're getting the remnants of that. All right, we're back. Carolina still with the ball. Drake May finds the man over the middle, and he fumbles. Hopefully that's an incomplete pass. Right now, though, the referee says it is a fumble. If so, number 10 has another recovery. I don't know. They need to check that. You got to check that. He was fumbling the ball, but they're probably still going to give it to him. I think that was Nesbitt. I don't know if that was a catch or not. It was still moving a little bit. But they're going, they got to review it. If they don't review it, Georgia State has recovered the ball.
Second turnover for North Carolina today.
Drake May took a shot. Looks like a catch to me. The ball's punched out.
Pretty sure they're going to go ahead and give this to Georgia State.
And they are not going to take a longer look. We carry on after the second straight.
Granger back out there, hands it off to the running back. He is knocked down after about 3-yard carry. Georgia State stays in that up-tempo offense. I would. Carolina had a pretty decent drive going on there. That play was completed. That pass was completed, but then knocked out. Granger's going to keep it. He comes to the right. He has room. He's tackled out of bounds, though, by number 23. He's about two and a half yards short of the first down. Motion, they hand it off, and he doesn't get it. North Carolina stands up. Let's see if there's a defensive lineman down there. No, that was a linebacker that stopped the defensive line. Not bad holding. I think there's big number 25 down there too. He's been having a pretty decent. Yeah, Rutger. No, not Rutger. Rutger's a linebacker. So the defense holds up. Georgia State snap, kick is off. Ball is bouncing there. Gets a little Georgia State roll, and Carolina will have the ball on the 24-yard line. 1st and 10. So the turnover for Georgia State does not result or produce any points. Carolina holds defensively, and they get the ball back. But once again, they got to drive the ball back down. It was a pretty good drive they had there. Got it down to, heck, around the 35-yard line, and turned it over. Hey, I don't know how Carolina's going to react if they get behind. You know, after leading, if they get behind here, I don't know how they're going to react. There's a run off the left side for about 2 yards. I think Carolina needs to stay ahead of Georgia State. Another run again. Picks up another 2.5 yards. So it's going to be 3rd and about 4. That was Hampton right there running the ball. So Carolina has been running the ball by committee. May can't find anybody, has to put it down, and he goes down. That's going to be a sack. Big number 98 for Georgia State. I said that at the beginning of the game. We didn't want our offensive line to get exposed. But I can't really say exposed because, you know, Drake didn't have anybody to throw the ball to. So that's like a coverage sack. Yeah, there's nowhere to go, so he had to eat that. Couldn't get out of that pocket. So Georgia State, good defense. Punt. Nice punt. Go get it. Go get it. And Carolina downs it on about the 1-yard line. Nice punt. Nice coverage. 20 had to think about that because the defense was down there. He probably made the right decision. Like, you could try to attempt to catch that. I mean, he did fair catch it. I mean, he threw up the fair catch signal and decided, since the defense was too close, hey, don't take a chance, because if he had muffed that one, they would have got the ball. Carolina would have got the ball right there. However, he gets out of the way and it rolls. So I don't know. Anyway, Georgia State in their own end zone. Let's go. We got to get this first stop right here. Get this first stop. And Greg gets more than I want him to get. About 5, maybe 6 yards out of the end zone. They give Georgia State a little bit of breathing room. And they hand it to him again. He gets the first down and more. So that's another, 6 yards? That's 12 yards by this running back. The offensive line is doing a great job. Georgia State, starting at the 1-yard line, has now got the ball up near the 20-yard line, just running. Oliver is doing pretty good. After his fight, after he got his phone back, Granger rolls out. Now he's going down the field. And there's a flag thrown on Grimes. Robert Lewis coming back to the ball. He is interfered with by Grimes. It's a 15-yard penalty, not at the spot of the foul, a 15-yard penalty.
Crazy about this call here, but he did impede the motion by the wide receiver. You know, and it's the ball is underthrown.
I don't know.
The fact that Robert Lewis comes back.
Robert Lewis comes back, and I guess he touched him, so he's got to call it. The ref's got to call it. They run it again. Let's go, baby. Come on now. There is no resistance from the defensive line, like Jermon says.
Slow to get up, and that's bad news for North Carolina.
It is. We talked about one of
Looks like Carolina with the timeout, if I'm not mistaken. 2nd and 4, Georgia State driving. Started at the 1-yard line.
One of the few defensive bright spots. He's shaken up. Hopefully he'll be able to return quickly for Carolina.
With the penalty, they are up near, I would say, probably about the 40-yard line. Maybe 30, 35-yard line. Another run. Greg gets the first down.
It's hard to believe that nobody was on Tucker Gregg. I mean, he walked onto this program, right?
he just wanted to be here. Finally, like, this guy's pretty good. He's been productive, almost 1,000 yards last year, and now really grinding out the tough yards as this game heads toward the fourth quarter.
Play action, quarterback rolls to his right. What a catch by Lewis. Near the first down marker. This is the third quarter, 3 minutes and 27 seconds left. Georgia State driving the ball on Carolina. They hand it off. And they keep getting yards on the ground. So they're able to mix it up on Carolina. They can run and throw. And with this up-tempo offense, wearing Carolina down.
Carolina's defense on its heels. First down and 10. Play action.
Quarterback has all day to throw. Now he puts it down and runs. Gets the first down, puts a move on number 9. No open field tackle skills for the Tar Heels at all.
Nice coverage. Instead of forcing something, look, I'm just going to take off. We talked about that's part of his skill set in the quick cut, getting back upfield, getting the first down.
And Carolina has another player down. Was this the guy that just got crossed up out there? I don't know. The way he's moving very gingerly is like he may be coming out of the game.
Two guys are big parts of your front seven. One of your best D linemen, one of your best running backs gone down.
Well, when you get other teammates coming over and getting a knee, it doesn't look good.
We're seeing a little bit of what we saw last year when he took over for Quad Brown, quarterback for Georgia State.
And he's not putting any pressure on that leg. Now he does just a little bit. Georgia State started off a little bit slow. The quarterback was a little bit disheartened. He is coming around now, 11-16 for 129 yards. Georgia State 1 point down. Like I said at the beginning of the game, last week they played a decent South Carolina team. and gave them a little bit of noise right there. Their special teams let them down, giving 12 points away on block punts to South Carolina. But like I said, they did put 14 points on them, and you take those 12 points away from the 35 points that South Carolina scored, and it's a much closer game. Georgia State hands it off, but the back slips down in the backfield this time, right at the 29-yard line. Can Carolina get another? I say Carolina. Can Carolina get another stop? Can they hold? They've had a couple of Georgia State's had a couple of drives that have petered out there near the red zone or in the red zone. Let's see if Carolina can make a big play. Going down the field this time, has another man open, and he's in the end zone. That is Lewis with another touchdown. And the defensive backfield of North Carolina continues to get used. Embarrassed. Good setup. Our defensive back just seems like they will come up in a heartbeat instead of staying with the guy. All right, so this has got to be man-to-man over here. It shouldn't be easy. Why y'all so deep, bro? Another man wide open, number 2 in the end zone. I do not understand it. I cannot get it. I'm going to rewind this, guys. I've got to see how this occurs. How? And then I'll catch it up.
An excellent running throw by Darren Granger.
They're going to go for 2.
Is that 98 yards?
After that 98 yards.
Once again, just like Appalachian State, Georgia State is scoring on every drive. All right, let's see. Is it a back out of the backfield? Back in motion. Comes across. All right, the defensive back that followed number 2 across gets involved in all that garbage and that traffic instead of coming in front of everybody to keep up with this guy. And he just rubs the defense off, and it's a score. Easy. That's probably something similar that happened to get number 14 open. Let's see. Hey, y'all got to talk, man. Oh, yeah. See, that was the play before, number 14. There's a whole bunch of stopping and guys like, okay, I don't know who's got 27. Yeah, 27 is looking back at the quarterback instead of being where the the wide receiver is. All right. Let's get back up to date. Come on, number 1. What are you doing? Is that your man? How are you going to get him running behind everybody? Good Lord. Cut in front of the defense. Cut in front of your guys so you can be with him. You're running in the back of the end zone. He's going to be wide open. All right. Panthers score again. I hope I'm saying that tomorrow.
Say, hey guys, we can't let this happen. This is going on 2 weeks. Let the team back in there and start to impose their will.
How about Blake Carroll coming in and knocking down May, who is getting all kinds of pressure now. He is able to get back to the line of scrimmage and a yard. 2nd and 9.
May looks a little
All right, Chriswell. Chriswell, get ready. Drake ain't gonna have to. He can't take all this punishment. I see you, Jeremiah. Luke May puts it in a tight window. Now we have had some turnovers that have killed drives. We've had some turnovers that have killed drives to keep Georgia State in it too. So we got to think about that. Can we buy defense? with the NIL money. With NIL money, please. I'm telling you, Jermon. All right, get the first down. We run. A little bit of room right there. Hampton. Once again, Carolina using running backs by campaign. There's another wide open spot. Let's go, Hampton. Can Hampton go? He ain't got the speed. Yes, sir. Hampton goes all the way. Carolina gets that 6 points back. Nice blocking by the line there. Carolina must have seen something there. I didn't know if Hampton was going to be able to make it. I'm not saying he's slow, but he ain't the fastest thing out there. He was fast enough that time, though. Whoever's running him down, he gave up. He dove too early. He should have took 2 or 3 more steps. He might have got him. Jeremiah, about time. Ryan, what's up? And the extra point is good, so Carolina scores to tie this up. Hello here, Jake Bug is staying with me. I could not sleep last night either. Wow, you guys. Nice gap right there. Nice run. Well, Ryan, thanks for being here, man. And Brian, thanks for being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man. I'm trying to get 10 likes today. I got 7 so far. Trying to get 10 or more.
It's always impressive when you have a running back that can take it the distance.
So after Georgia State.
And maybe Hampton is faster than I think. He's just taking those long strides, and it seems like he's not as fast. But he's probably darn near. He's probably close to 4 or 5. He's right around 4 or 5. All right, so Carolina ties it up. Long run by Hampton, and they kick it into the end zone. So Georgia State will come out with the ball on the 25-yard line. Now can our defense tighten up? Good gracious, let's go, baby. Tighten up. Defensive back, stop letting them get behind you. Speaking of speed, maybe we need some speed in that defensive backfield. At least that'll help. At least that'll help. Speed and quickness. That's what we need to recruit now. We need to start recruiting right now. Go find some defensive backs that's got some speed and quickness. Fleet of foot. All right, Granger has 3 receivers to the right. They hand it off to Greg. He's still running, still turning his feet. Carolina finally brings him down after about a 4-yard carry.
As the seconds come off the clock here late in the third quarter, this thing is going to be decided in the fourth. This is not what North Carolina wanted, especially after that.
And Granger's, the team's got the 4 fingers up. Got the 4 fingers up. Let's go. It's fourth quarter. Might as well say this is 0-0. Might as well say it's 0-0. Let's go. Now let's see if Matt Brown is doing that on his sideline. Is he getting his guys corralled and pumped up? Is he saying, hey, look, I'm tired of this mess. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get it together. It's 0-0 right now. Forget about the score. Go out there, defense, sell out. Offensive line, stay on your block. Running backs, keep running hard. Protect our quarterback. Hang on to that ball once you get it. Fundamental football. Get this win and let's get out of Atlanta. Let's go back now 85. Hey, they probably flew there though. We need a new defensive staff after this game. This is terrible. We made the worst QB. We made the worst QB look like he's all conference. Yeah. Hey, like I said, in the first quarter, it was a couple of passes there. He put it on the money. That's. I mean, they got more. They've got a couple more scores. We definitely making them look good though. Listen, if the defensive back is on the receiver and the receiver catches the ball, I don't like it, but I can go with it. At least you're where you're supposed to be. At least you are fighting. At least it's not a wide open catch. The last two catches, the last two scores, you might as well just say those are wide open. It's like our defensive backs are backpedaling. It's like, he's not going to throw it here, and they throw it. I don't know. And then the 2-point conversion. Come on, that was just. I don't even know if Grimes would have been with him if he had a cut in front of the defense. But how? Come on now. He's coming across the field. Are y'all going to switch or what? It doesn't look like they definitely didn't switch. So I don't know if anybody's yelling, "Hey, watch the motion. Watch the guy coming in motion." He came all the way across the field, but then he goes behind the defensive back and the wide receivers. How do you expect to defend it if you go behind him? The kid in motion didn't come out of the backfield to go to the back of the end zone. All he did was came out right beyond the line of scrimmage and then got flat. So if you're going to cover him, if it's man to man, which it was, if you're going to cover him and he takes off, you got to run in front of the, let's say, linebackers. You got to run in front of the defensive backs to catch him. If you're behind everybody, he's going to be wide open. That's what I mean by recruiting guys that got a little bit of sense up here. Number one, just ran behind the whole defense. Like, how was he going to cover him? And it didn't look like they were ready for somebody to pick up the guy in motion. It was man-to-man. That's why Georgia State ran it. All right, let's see what we can do. All right, it's going to be a penalty. Hopefully it's a false start. False start. Smitty, what's up? He said, "Wow, it's not my fault. I blame my neighbors." Jake Bug said he will call for a noise complaint. Yeah. Yeah, that's all you can do. Call for a noise complaint. Come on, let's go, baby. Come up. Okay, we'll take that. Ready to come up. All right, knotted up at 28. Come on, Hills. Can't lose to Georgia State. We definitely got to get a stop right here, though. Definitely got to get the stop in this possession. Agreed, and his QB was 9 of 27 last week. Now he looks like a great QB against us. Has another man. He's open. Catches the ball, and that's Lewis again. And then carries a host of Tar Heels about 3 yards. Little wide receiver screen to Lewis. Come on, Carolina. Come on, Carolina. It can't be on us. At least we can be smarter than on those situations than we were last year.
Again, penalties were so critical to.
Like, we would get penalties for doing stupid things last year. Nope. Still at it. Still at it.
It's going to
third and long situation, and you give.
Come on, bruh. Well, I mean, yeah, it's football, man. It's football. What do? Turn around and slap somebody? Come on now. All right.
Georgia State in plus territory for 40.
Lewis drops this one.
First of this second half.
It was a pass from Granger to Lewis. Lewis dropped it.
In the first half.
Yeah, he made up for it on the long touchdown. But yeah, that's again.
Lewis 6 receptions for 111 yards. 13 minutes, 54 seconds on the clock. It is tied up 28-28. Georgia State in Carolina territory. They send a guy in motion, goes behind the quarterback. They give it to the big running back. Well, the hard running back, Greg. He's not all that big. He's hit this time. After about a 3-yard gain, it is third down. Number 33, Gray for Carolina's back out there. That's good to see. 3rd and 7. Can Carolina get a big play right here? He's probably going to throw it. If he's not, he's going to run it. 3 receivers to the left. Granger drops back, has a man out in the flats. He can't control it. He can't bring it in. That was Williams who missed that catch. 4th and 7. Will they definitely won't go for it. Even though, heck, I wouldn't put it past them now. Now, this is a good, if you're going to go for it, this is a good situation to go for it because at least you're in the opponent's territory. But they've got to get 7 whole yards. And I don't think they're in they're not in field goal position. So they go ahead and punt it. Going to try to pin Carolina deep. He gets a good roll. So Carolina's going to start at about the 7-yard line.
But he gets a fortuitous roll inside the 10, and it's dead at the 8-yard line. Tied at 28. 13:06 to go in Atlanta.
We can't make a bad mistake down here. In fact, we can't make any more mistakes like turning the ball over. And we definitely can't throw a pick 6 right here. I don't know what happened in the last possession we had the ball, our last possession, where those gaps were so big. But if Georgia State's gonna line up and run the same set, we got to take advantage of it again. Timeout on the field. Come on, Carolina. We got to get this win for my boy Jermon. He took the trip all the way down there. Got to get a win for him. Man, how things have changed. Georgia State now leading the first down stats with 21. Carolina only 16. Total yards, Carolina 343. Georgia State 385. Passing yards, Carolina still leading that. Georgia State slowly but surely getting closer. Rushing 200 yards, 209 yards for Georgia State, 122 for Carolina, and Hampton put a lot of that up there. Penalties for Carolina, 4 for 50. Georgia State 9 for 66. 2 turnovers for Carolina, and Georgia State has had the ball heck of a lot more than Carolina as far as time goes. All right, Carolina has found a little something there with the run. They're able to get off those tackles.
Gets 12 on first down there. First down and 10. From the 20.
Another run. And Hampton. Hang on to the ball, Hampton. Hampton gets another first down. 12, that's about 22 yards and 2 carries right there. Texas beating Bama right now. Wow.
He's averaging almost 10 yards per touch.
They found a man. He's open. Number 20. Oh, stay on your feet. Number 81. He can't get away, though. Nice play call right there. Carolina been eating up the yardage on the ground. And May play action pulls it out of there. Finds 81. He stays on his feet for a little bit, and if he hadn't have stumbled, he might have taken it in. This is Copenhagen. All right, go back to the run, Carolina. Let's go. Go back to the run.
Play puts North Carolina in business with a first and 10 at the Georgia State 22.
Try to get it there, but there's a flag on the play. Drake May throws a strike, and it looks like it's going to be pass interference on Brown, and it's an automatic first down for Carolina. Yeah, he's all over him. He's all over him, actually pulling that out, that inside arm down. Can't really get both hands on it because of that. So there is a penalty. Is that the spot? That can't be the spot of the foul.
Penalties really hurting Georgia State today. That's their 10th.
Yeah, maybe it is. Well, it's 15 yards.
Great field position here.
They keep the ball in Drake's hands, and he passes it, gets it down to about the 3-yard line. All right, so that's second and goal. Carolina will run it this time. You got it. Hey, it's second and goal. Let's go. Let's go run this ball, baby. However, the defense probably going to set up a little bit tighter this time, so that off tackle run probably won't be there. No, they got a few more guys on the line, so Drake May goes under center. And he throws up. And there's a pass interference call, but it's going to be half the distance to the goal line. The only good thing about that is that's automatic first down. Run the ball, please, Carolina. Run the ball.
6'5" or more.
That's pass interference.
You didn't like that call?
It's pass interference. You can't push him. I didn't like the play call. Let's go. Run off one of the sides, baby. Run off one of the sides. Stop throwing the dang ball down here close, man. Run it. Here we go. Run the ball. We could have gotten the end zone 3 plays ago, I think. Could have gotten the end zone 3 plays ago where they're in that forefront, basically spread out a little bit and hand it off the tackle. Been able to run the football. Stop throwing that ball when you don't have to. Down there close where the defense doesn't have a bunch of room. Defense doesn't have to go far to defend. And the extra point is good. Carolina moves up. Takes the lead.
plays, 92 yards and 224.
Targets back in front.
I'm your football obsessed best man, and I think you having your big day during the big game is the worst. Are you kidding me?
Physically, I'm right here, but mentally, I'm here. Yeah, dude, come on, speed it up. When all eyes are on you, my eyes are glued to the game.
Okay, we're back in business. Yeah, we're back in business, but we still got business to attend to. Definitely. Drake May, once again, over 200 yards, 18 for 23, 272, 1 touchdown. Ranger, 14-21, 176. Rushing right now goes to Hampton. Carolina's had at least 3 running backs out there running, trying to get there today. Hampton, 11 carries for 97 yards and a touchdown. T. Gregg for the Georgia State Panthers, 17 carries for 79 yards. Good. Receiver still big. K. Morales, 3 receptions for 71 yards, but Carolina just, he's either not out there, they just don't look for this big man. I put him out there in that slide throw to him, because once that big guy gets the ball, he is hard to bring down. 6 carries for 111 yards for Lewis. That's for the Georgia State Panthers. Closer to sealing this game. This right here is going to be a big possession for Georgia State and for Carolina. Big possession in the game. Big series in the game. I keep saying possession. It's going to be a big series in the game right here. Let's go defense. Go Horns. Beat Bama. Come on, let's go, man. Make a play. Let's go, baby. I agree, Coach. No lead is safe. Love to see Texas win. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. Big series right here. That was a big play. Go. Tighten up. Hand it again. Defensive line does a little better job right there. Number 98 getting off bottom of the pile. Like to see the big numbers getting off the ground. Georgia State sends a man in motion to the left. They hand it off. Carolina's there. The running back keeps turning to get about 3 yards though. It's 3rd down and 3. And Carolina make a big play right here. Watch those bubble passes. Carolina is in a cover 2. Let's go out. Where's Lewis? Definitely know where he is. Send an extra guy out to the flats. They hand it off. Carolina's defense, the defensive line, doing their job up there. And Granger said, let's go get the play in. Let's go get the play in. We got to go for this, right? 4th and 3 with 9 whole minutes on the clock. Hey, they're like, hey, we can't take this chance to go for it right now. We got plenty of time left in the game, so they do punt it. And this one goes into the end zone. It was close. Goes to the end zone. Carolina will get this bad boy out on the 25-yard line. Boy, it was I gotta rewind this. There was a bunch of color over there on that cheerleading squad of Georgia State.
Just got the feeling North Carolina's defense was sitting there waiting for that inside zone play. I'd get pass option, see if you can create something. The pocket getting a run pass option, see if you can create.
All game for North Carolina.
Bunch of color over there.
Get things fixed.
I love to see it. Ooh, bunch of color over on the cheerleading squad. Brown, light brown. All right. Got a timeout on the field. All right, Carolina gets this ball back. Can we get it in? Can we chew up some clock and get it in the end zone? All right. At this point, I would even be, I wouldn't be mad if we got at least 3 points on this. How we in a shootout with a team with no offense? Somebody make it make sense. Hey, it's our defense. Well, actually, I can't. Well, okay, we have scored 35 points. All right, we have scored 35 points. That's points. You know, if you got a good defense, you score 35 points, you can beat just about anybody. That's the only way I can explain it. And if you think about it, we could have more points if we don't turn the ball over. So that's one thing I got to keep in mind. I got to keep that in mind for today. I also got to keep in mind that, you know, Carolina's got a stable full of running backs. We ain't gonna get tired in the backfield, all right? And gosh, I can't think of his name, but our wide receiver, number 4. All right, Georgia State says, hey, enough of this. Number 9 gets into the backfield. And Carolina will lose yards right there, which means the offensive coordinator will throw the ball right here. That was Jamil Muhammad. May. Oh!
J.J. Jones, sophomore.
J.J. Jones tries to make a move before he has the ball. And this is not the situation Carolina wants to be in, deep in their own territory. 3rd and 14.
Last time in a 3rd and long situation, it chose to just rush 3. They had a spy on the quarterback and were still able to get pressure.
J.J. Jones in the game in the back.
So it'll be another pass Drake, be smart. You ain't got, don't force it if it ain't there. Number 2, what a catch. But he's short of the first down, so Carolina will punt the ball. Gotta punt the ball. Nice gain on that play, nice throw, nice comeback catch, but wasn't enough to get the first down, and we're so deep in our territory. That was a big play by Georgia State, by Muhammad, to get in the backfield and lose to drop Carolina, Carolina's running back there, number 28, for a loss. 4th and 2, Carolina. Let's go. We need to get a good punt right here. He gets every bit of it. Well, he doesn't, but it's rolling. Carolina roll. Decent punt. So Georgia State will get it on the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. 7 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Georgia State scores here. They tied up. And the way they feel, the way they've been feeling, they may go for 2.
I like SC, but as we talked about, last year Stanford blew them out, kind of came out of nowhere, won that game 42-28. You know David Shaw is looking at that South Carolina defense.
Hey, defense, all in our backfield.
He wants to get physical and try to run that ball on.
Here comes the end around of a jet sweep. Jamari Thrash almost stepped out of the tackle at the 32-yard line. He's cut down by Keeman Rucker. Rucker has played well.
All right, Jamari Thrash picks up about 5 yards. Picks up 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Granger, low snap, hands it to Greg. Greg gets stopped at the line of scrimmage by Gray, number 33. Clock still running, 6:35 left. Can the Heels hang on? Show my boy Jermon. Where you at, Jermon? I got this spread offense. Two receivers on both sides. Low pressure on Granger. Finds a man, but is incomplete. He was being covered well on that one. It's 4th down with 6 minutes and 11 seconds on the clock. Here's the second time Carolina's defense has held. Good defense. Good defense. Was that Grimes? All right. Just be prepared for anything, Carolina. All right, they punt it. Make a good decision. Calls for a fair catch. Catches it on the 20. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go. Looks like we're going to have a timeout. Back-to-back stops. Okay, I guess we're learning on the fly. I hope so. Learn on the fly. No mistakes right here. Let's go drive this ball down and at least get 3. All right, see how many likes I got. Coach Gary going for at least 10 likes. What you got? Dang, still at 7. No change. Looks like I'm going to be short today. That's right. Still working on it. Look real quick at the rushing right here. Omarion Hampton, 12 carries for 95 yards. He was at 99, but he got dropped for a loss. And DJ Jones, 8 carries for 36 yards. On the other side, Greg Tucker, or Tucker Greg, 18 for 79, and then Darian Granger, the quarterback, 18 for 75. All right, Carolina, put your big tight end in there. Go at him. Get the ball to him. He'll put you in the end zone. All right, Carolina runs it again for about 3 yards, maybe even 4. Clock still rolling. Single back, 2 receivers to the right. They hand it off again. And the back takes his time, finds a hole. Ball comes out at the end. Come on now, come on. Come on. He's got to be down. Why would you not protect the ball? That's the main thing, bro. Too many dang turnovers. Let's go. Come on, ref. Review that one. Thank you. He had to hit the ground first. Come on, bro. But why? I mean, how can you? Oh, did they? Well, he's carrying it loose though. Oh. That's a turnover, man. That's a turnover. You can't carry the ball loose. He punches it out. That's a turnover. Dang. Look at him. He's carrying it loose, man. That's a fumble. Because they're going to see that he punched the ball. He wasn't down. Come on, man. That's smart of whoever that was. That's just smart. Yep. It's turnover. Yet another turnover. You have to. Can't make mistakes. You can't make mistakes. Not in this situation. This game should be over because Carolina has been moving the ball, but we turn the ball over while we're moving. We turn the ball over while we are moving, while we're driving. Interception. What else was it? Was an interception? Was a fumble? This is a fumble. Yes, big mistakes, man. Putting pressure on a defense that's not great. False start by Georgia State. False start by Georgia State. Carolina with another turnover.
Panthers now with a dozen penalties, Rocky.
And I mentioned mistakes by North Carolina, and Georgia State has also been there.
Georgia State 12 for 85. Carolina 4 for 50. If Carolina doesn't win this game, it's us turning the ball over, man. That's the biggest issue right there.
They hand it off to Jemias Williams. He spins away from one tackler, but then pulled down.
Williams is tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down and long for
Georgia State, up-tempo offense. Back up at the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 14. Carolina to cover 2. Granger has a man. He's tackled after about a 5-yard gain. Let's go. Nothing behind you, baby. Nothing behind you.
4:45 to go. Georgia State with a couple of timeouts left. North Carolina, their full complement.
3rd and 10.
Georgia State trying to pull a huge upset.
Granger pitches. That one is red, and great defense by Gray, who comes up, makes a great tackle. Yeah, that's playing smart. That's reading the option the way it's supposed to be read. Defensive end, you got the quarterback, and then that linebacker's got the pitch. So everybody does their job. Ain't no way it's going to work. Carolina holds again. Yeah, I don't know why Georgia State did that. Georgia State's been eating us up in the backfield. Go ahead and throw that ball. Throw that pass. I don't know what they're doing. So regardless, let's see if Carolina can hang on to the ball. 3:51 left. Carolina up by a touchdown, 35-28. Defense stops again. Good stop, D. They playing with my emotions right now. Yeah, I feel you, Jermon.
It's obvious, but it's not enough to get the takeaways. You got to get points off them. 3 takeaways on 3 points to show for it. It's the difference in this football game.
Come on, Carolina.
Last series for North Carolina.
They send a man in motion to the right. They hand it off. Hang on to the ball. And get it about, probably get about 2 yards. 2 yards on that carry.
State's defense inside has done a pretty good job. Minus Omari Hamlin took over.
Obviously, got to start thinking about the timeout situation. And Georgia State has a couple of opportunities still to stop the clock. They've got 2 timeouts remaining.
2nd and 8.
2 timeouts left. I think it's time to use them just yet here. But I mean,
come on, man.
If North Carolina can get a first down and keep the clock moving,
I don't want to get the ball, give the ball back to Georgia State.
Great position.
Ball snap. May hands it off. Just a little room for Hampton to run. He picks up about 2 more yards there. At least it's positive yardage. Georgia State calls a timeout. At least Carolina can try to get a nice short pass right here.
Don't forget what happened in the 4th quarter last week. This game is a long way from over, no doubt. The Carolina players and fans will tell you that. They blew a 20-point 4th quarter lead. DJ Jones had that touchdown under 3 minutes to play, but with 31 seconds left.
Ooh, overthrew him.
And then that 2-point conversion for the lead.
Yeah, Carolina just got lucky last game. All right, so Carolina's man, to get this first down will be big. Matt Brown, man, you better get on your defense. Dancing. 3 minutes, 2 seconds. Carolina needs to get 5 yards. May drops back. He's in trouble. I don't know if he got the first down or not. Ball comes out, but that was because of the ground. This spot's going to be very important. And they give it to Carolina. First down. Ooh, that is a huge spot right there. He wasn't nowhere close to that.
He
Oh, he reached the ball out. Okay.
It's hard to see right out of that angle right there. Georgia State playing in the lane.
And now Georgia State is going to call their final
Yeah.
timeout.
He had control of the ball. The ground caused the fumble.
That ball, make an argument that ball is starting to come out before his knees on the ground.
No, get out of here.
You know, Drake May has shown signs that he's still a redshirt freshman.
They call it. They okay. Well, if they do call the fumble, Georgia State did recover it.
A couple of weeks in a row going on the road.
Let's go right now. 1st and 10. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left on the clock.
Moments for a young quarterback, and he's been great. It's not always
Got a little timeout right here. I don't know if they're reviewing it.
In his collegiate debut last year against Georgia State, one of his 4 games before redshirting, was in a preseason battle. Sophomore on offense, and they really like the running back run. We're speaking early in the season against FAMU, against App State, against Georgia State. Surely he's going to be
35-28. Georgia State. Nice game today. Carolina. Nice game also. Like the offense, just we need to tighten the screws up on these turnovers. Man in motion. They hand it off to the running backs. Been getting a lot of run. That's Hampton. Hampton goes over 100 yards.
100 yards rushing today. And a couple of touchdowns. Georgia State can't stop.
Hampton held the ball a little tighter right there. Let's go. No turning over, no turnovers. The clock continues to run. 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock. Carolina is going to let that clock run down as close as they can. They got 13 seconds to snap it. Hey, you better put. Can Hampton stay out there? Because they're gonna give it to you, baby. Hampton keeps driving his feet. And there's a little rugby strum there, but they can't push him across the first down marker. And I think Georgia State calls a timeout. 1:50 on the clock. Well, no, they didn't. Clock stopped momentarily. Now it's running again.
Key players again this week. Josh Downs.
18 seconds to snap.
And wide receiver.
Is it first down or is it third down? Chain crew didn't know what to do.
It is first down. Yeah.
Ooh, they gave it to him. First down. Carolina with 1:26 on the clock. They get in victory formation. Carolina's like, we don't want no more of this smoke. Let's do the right thing. That's first. Hey, it's first down, right? First down, so we're gonna go ahead and kneel it.
The bye next week before Notre Dame, and you can see the ranked teams that lie ahead. Miami, Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, of course, the rivalry game.
Yes, sir, Jermon. You didn't drive down there for nothing, man. It was a good game. You want to see a good game. I know you expected, just like me, for this to be a little bit easier. But like I said, Georgia State truly, really gave South Carolina a run. Gave South Carolina a run for their money. If it wasn't for a bad special team play, that would have been a little closer. The situations and calls and things they had to make at the end of the game could have been different if it's closer. You know what I'm saying? So Carolina hangs on and wins this one, but boy, I tell you, if we have is it Notre Dame next week? Man, I don't know what we're going to do against them in the passing. Unless we can figure out a way to get pressure on their quarterback. Maybe I don't know. But Carolina did come out their first 3 games. I'm going to say we got the win. I want to say unscathed, but we got the win. We got those 3 wins. The wins that, if you look at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the seasons, you want to look at those 3 games and say, okay, we got Florida A&M, we've got Appalachian, we've got Georgia State. Those should be 3 wins for Carolina. All right. It wasn't easy, but Carolina got the wins. Hey, that's all we can say, guys. We got the win. You know, we've got some things to work on, and that's good. That's good to know. All right. We still got to work on that defensive backfield. The defense as a whole looked a lot better this year. I mean, this game against Georgia State than they did against Appalachian. I think Appalachian's a better team than Georgia State. But it's still, like you said, Jermon, learning on the fly. All right, but it's a win. Michael Smitty, there we go, man. We got that win. Carolina 3-0. May learning as he goes, playing pretty good. Next up, Notre Dame. Let's go. Yep. We just got to go into it, expecting to win. That's it. We just got to go into it expecting to win. I saw fewer missed tackles in this game. All right, I saw fewer missed tackles. That's a good thing. However, we still got to make these tackles because every missed tackle ends up being a big game for us. Every missed tackle is a touchdown. So got to work on that. Offensively, not bad. However, we got to cut these turnovers out, man. We turned the ball over 3 times against Notre Dame. We were not going to win. All right, but with that said, Carolina gets the win.
I always think it's important that when there's close games, is your team find a way to win. It's not going to be perfect, but the good teams are the ones that find the ways to win.
Right, they said what they're saying right now. Good teams find a way to win. Hey, no problems, Michael Smitty, man. I'm gonna be. Hey, if the Lord says the same, I'll be streaming the Carolina game tomorrow. Man, look at all that color on that cheerleading squad. Whew. Okay, focus, coach. I'm gonna look for you. I'm gonna look for you in the stands. Here are the stats. Drake May finishes the game 9-24 for 284 yards. 2 touchdowns. Amarian Hampton rushing the ball, 16 carries for 110 yards. DJ Jones 10 for 61. Drake May 10 for 15. Petaway 5 carries for 2 yards. On the receiving end, Kamari Morales 3 receptions for 71 yards. I'm going to keep saying it. They need to use the big tight end. They need to get the ball in his hands, man. And 1 touchdown. Yeah, his longest was 55 yards. John Copenhaver 2 catches for 64. Paysar had a great game, an outstanding catch there in the beginning of the second quarter, I think it was. 5 catches for 61. Blackwell 3 for 37. Nesbitt had 2 catches for 16. And I can tell you one thing: if you're a receiver for the Tar Heels, if you get open, you can get some catches because May is spreading it out, getting it to if you're open, he'll get it to you. On the Hampton side, I'm not going to read it all, but their quarterback was 16-24 for 184 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tucker Gregg ran the ball 18 times, had 79 carries, and Granger himself had 18 carries for 75 yards. Their main receiver was Robert Lewis, 7 catches for 115 yards, and behind him Thrash 5 for 53. Fumbles. Okay, no North Carolina fumbles. That is not true. You may not have put it up here, but there was definitely a fumble. wasn't it? Yeah, definitely. There was a fumble. They don't have it up here. Interceptions, no interceptions for Carolina. It says no fumbles for Georgia State. Georgia State interceptions, they had 1. Kick returns, Amari Hampton 2 for 22. There's your punt returns. Kelly 3 for 35 for Georgia State. Williams had 1, did not return it for anything. Kicking, Burnett. He was 5 of 5 for extra points. Hayes on the other side, he was 2 for 2 for extra points, but he had a couple. He was 2 of 3 for field goals conversions, and he ended up with 8 points. And the punting for what's that? Kyman, 5 punts, 271 yards. His longest was 70 yards. For Georgia State, Hayes, he kicked the ball 8 times for 346 yards. His longest was 57. All right, so with that said, guys, I'll leave this up here for about 2 minutes. Play you guys a little bit of exiting music, if you will, because I'm getting ready to get out of here. But once again, there's your score: 35-28. North Carolina holds on to win and beat the Panthers of Georgia State today. Was not an easy game, but Carolina ended up winning it regardless. A little bit of back and forth there. So we're going to go ahead and end it, guys. Hey, thanks for being here. Oh, everybody's gone. Next up, Notre Dame. Thanks for streaming. 50-yard line behind Panthers sideline. Wow, Michael. Can't get better than that. Maybe wet day, but we're going to have a blast. Go Panthers. I think you might be good, Michael. All right, so everybody's out of here, so I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I'll see you next time. It's been Coach Gary. Peace.